Stop motion animation, or stop frame animation, is a process of object manipulation in which multiple pictures or frames per second will give the illusion that an object or drawing is moving at its own will. This is also known as persistence of vision, as images are believed to persist for 1/16 of a second on the retina, causing the eyes to perceive motion when viewing simultaneous still images. The first instance of the stop-motion technique can be credited to Albert E. Smith and J. Stuart Blackton for Vitagraph's The Humpty Dumpty Circus in 1897. In this short, a toy circus of acrobatics and animals spring to life. There have been various pioneers in stop-motion animation, one of which being Raymond Frederick Ray Harryhausen, who is considered one of the most influential and revolutionary pioneers in stop-motion picture. Famous for such pieces as Jason and the Argonauts, Clash of the Titans, and Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, Harryhausen devised a process he called die animation, in which he projected live-action images onto a rear screen, in front of which the animation table with the model was placed, making it seem as though inanimate objects interact with real people in the frame. Here is an example of this in Jason and the Argonauts. Another important figure in the history of stop-motion animation is Edward Muybridge, an English photographer recognised for his pioneering work in photographic pictures in motion. One of his most famous and influential inventions being the zoopraxiscope, which projected images that in rapid succession gave the impression of a moving picture. Muybridge produced various unusual pieces of work, including a project in which he wished to understand the ways in which a horse works in motion. To do this, he created a rig with cameras and pulleys. As the horse's leg touched a piece of string, it would take a photograph. Doing this revealed the way in which a horse's legs moved when running, which at the time was an incredible feat. When taking a look at current animators, it is important to remember that the styles and techniques that they have incorporated into their work have been majorly influenced by such pioneers as Harryhausen and Muybridge. For example, when taking a look at Tim Burton, he credits Harryhausen majorly for his incredible innovation and style of stop-motion picture, but he has also taken influence from Walt Disney. This may not be apparent at first, but as you look at the context of their pieces of work, for example combining childlike and adult themes, you can see there is a clear link between them. For example, when looking at the themes in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Vincent. Once an employee at Disney, Burton moved on to create his own style of picture, using his influence as a canvas for his work. One of his most commendable pieces of work being A Nightmare Before Christmas, a Gothic-style Christmas story all in the style of stop motion. There are various different styles of stop motion animation, all of them interesting and effective in their own right. Choosing a style of stop motion animation can depend on the context and general message that the animation is intending to send to its audience. Some examples of stop motion animation styles include clay animation, which involves manipulating clay and other malleable materials, for example morph; puppet animation, which as you would assume consists of manipulating puppets, like in The Nightmare Before Christmas; and cutout animation, like in the original series of South Park, which involves using cutouts such as cardboard. As well as there being various different styles of stop motion, there are also various formats that they can fall into. Some examples of these include adverts, for example this McCoy's animation, where crisps appear to jump back into the packet; music videos, for example 3 Primary Colours by OK Go, which was featured on an episode of Sesame Street; and channel/brand idents, such as this Ooglies animation, which involved various inanimate objects with googly eyes fooling around. So to conclude this documentary, I have found that stop motion animation has come a long way in the past few decades, from the extensive work of such passionate pioneers as Ray Harryhausen, and the vast development in technology has allowed stop motion picture to explode since the 21st century, making a major impact on TV and film as we know it. I hope you have enjoyed this documentary. Thank you for listening. Peace.